everybody here to McKenzie Stadium, where we've got Mountain View Thunder going against the Kelso Highlanders here. 3A league game as we start the kickoff. Kelso trying to start something, trying to be a little tricky right up front. You get ahead of things. That ball's going to be taken down right there. Oh, right there at about midfield. We want to welcome everybody to the game today. This is Rodney Lawrence with Kyle Bleeke here joining me tonight. We are at EPS Sports, and we want to welcome you guys to the first game of a doubleheader tonight. So starting here at 4:30, and we have another game that'll start after that tonight, and that'll be the Evergreen Heritage game. So hopefully you guys are going to be able to stay here for all of that. Mountain View does start with the ball right there at midfield.
Looks like Mitch Johnson here under center. Shotgun. Tosses it out wide to Akili Kamau.
Nice little run. He's going to get pushed out of bounds right there at about the 45-yard line. That'll bring up second down and short yardage. All right, lined up here once again. Get everything started. Ms. Johnson looks to the sidelines for the new call. All calls do come in from the sideline from the O coordinator. Drops back for the pass. Caught, almost caught right there at midfield.
Just took his eyes off a little too quick there.
Sure did. And that was
looks like Kyle
5.
Chen.
Yeah, sure does.
Number 3.
Kyle had a real good game last week. We weren't able to televise that, but he made some special catches at the right time to help these guys with their wins. Slot receiver set down here at the bottom of your screen. We got a wing up top. Wingback J.J. Thompson. Thompson in motion. Going to hand this off to the running back. Takes that right up the gut.
Porter Drake for a few. Gets close to the first yard marker.
Good job. That is going to be enough to move the chains. First down and 10 from the 41-yard line. Guys will be able to enjoy the Mountain View Band tonight. They're here to enjoy the game with the rest of us. This is also senior night for the Mountain View Thunder for anybody who is interested in that. So this is some of the last hurrahs for some of the seniors.
Going to give it back to Drake here. Cuts up the middle. Looks like maybe about 4.
Yeah, it's going to bring up second down here. Looks like we got about 6 yards to go. They'll need to get the ball to the 31-yard line for the first down. Mountain View usually shows up with these formations their first 10 plays of the game, and they kind of throw the ball a lot. Shovel pass, that one's going to go right up the middle. He'll get to about the 35-yard line before he's brought down.
Interesting little play there. He does find J.J. Thompson.
Yeah, they like to throw that one every now and again. Just a quick little shovel. They'll pull one of the linemen up there inside of that, and a little misdirection. They're known to do a lot of misdirection over the years. This year they throw the ball a whole lot more than they have in the past. Pistol formation here for the quarterback. Ball's going to get pitched out to the side. He is going to find the edge, but he's going to take a pretty good pop as he gets up there to the sidelines. He will get enough, though, to move the chains. The ball will be set up. And we've got the replay here. Nice little pitch as he gets it to the outside. Makes that first guy miss, but takes a nice pop. All that for naught because he was able to move the chains. Great job on the instant replay there. Johnson takes the snap, drops back, gets the ball out, looking for a man. He makes the catch.
He does find Jacob Martin there right near the goal line. It does look like there's a flag on the play.
See what the call is on that.
Beautiful throw from Mitch Johnson there.
Yeah, it sure was. Dropped it right there on him. He was covered pretty good, too, there by the DB. We're going to get a holding call. That's going to be on Kelso. Decline. So the catch and the stats both stay in the books here on that with a nice catch from the quarterback to the receiver. That's going to bring first and goal.
They get to the 2-yard line, 28-yard gain there between Johnson and Martin.
Keaton Bowles now comes into the game. Not going to be used. Mitch is going to take that one himself.
Little QB sneak puts the Thunder on the board.
All right, well, 6:53 left to play in the first quarter. Mountain View on the board first. Right now, 6-0. Handling the kicking responsibilities is going to be Purvis. That is Owen Purvis. Takes the snap. He gets the kick. That's going to get blocked. So special teams for the Kelso Highlanders steps up when they needed to be. We'll see if that's going to haunt them later on.
Sure. Yeah, the 6 is a dangerous score. That puts you in trouble there.
Yeah, it sure does.
We did see Kelso lead off with a little cheeky onside kick. Let's see if Mountain View does some similar shenanigans here.
See if they, turnabout is fair play, right? See if they can do the same thing to them.
Kelso 2-0 in league play so far, already facing a early deficit against the Thunder here.
Yeah, they sure are. Both teams have had 2 league games already. Mountain View 1-1 with a loss to Evergreen in a big game on Evergreen. I believe that was Evergreen's homecoming night, and they were able to get past Prairie. So they are right now set up to be, the way it looks now, maybe 3rd place behind Kelso and Evergreen here. So big game here for Mountain View with a 1-1 start. Owen Purvis also handling the kicking responsibilities for the kickoffs.
The early kickoff tonight, too, it's going to be interesting to see if the sun does play an effect. Mountain View looking into the sun.
They're going to kick this one away. It'll get fielded right at the 1-yard line. Trying to get across field. Contact there just inside the 20 as he goes down. Kelso will take the ball for the first time.
Nizier Lucas able to get up to about the 20. Good kick there from Purvis.
So Kelso will huddle up. Get ready for their first play.
This looks like it's going to be Tucker Amrine.
Split backfield. He's going to hand this off. Grabs it as he gets the outside. He is going to find the edge. Changes direction. Makes a couple people miss. He's going to get down to about the 30-yard line. Good run.
Judah Calixte gets close to the first down. We do have a Mountain View Thunder player that's down after the first offensive Kelso play here.
Okay. Kelso known for years to be a pretty good running football team. They do come out with 2 running backs. They actually have a fullback on the roster listed as a fullback, which you don't see a whole lot anymore in high school football. But they like to run the ball up there in that part of the world, and they do well. I'm going to go ahead and get the replay on that just to see how that kind of played itself out. Nice strong run. Good blocking up front.
Cuts back on a dime right here. Looks like
good run. We might have got a glimpse of how that Mountain View player got hurt.
Yeah. Took a knee to the thigh there.
Looks like he is going to make it up. So walk off on his own. That's always positive to see them get up and do that by themselves. So
Kieran McCarter, we'll keep an eye on him as the game goes on.
Alrighty, well, 9:31 left to play in the quarter. Starting this back up. Kelso now second and short right there on the 28-yard line. Pistol formation. But the fullback sets up down here at the bottom of the screen. There's going to be immediate contact in the backfield, but he's going to drag that across the 31-yard line. That will be enough to move the chains. Kelso's got the first down. It's becoming one of the big differences here that we're going to notice. We're paying real close attention here to the trenches there, the Kelso offensive line, and see what kind of push they're getting. Mountain View with an odd front right now. We'll see if they kind of take advantage of that and find the gaps. And as I talk about that, he gets about 2 yards on that carry, gets stacked up at around the 33-yard line. Second down. Quarterback now, well, we got to say Wildcat. His quarterback lines up on the outside. That's going to get direct snapped to one of their receivers out there, Smith. Smith's going to make it to just the 35-yard line to bring up third down and 6.
Now, is that something you see from Kelso, the Wildcat?
No, not really. They stay very traditional as far as being a running team. They always got a fullback. I mean, they're doing it a little different. It's not their quarterback is not under center and he's coming out of the shotgun, but this is pretty much what you get from them. But they are doing some extra things. That not end around there. Nice run by the big running back who finds openings in the middle of the field. He's going to make it all the way down to inside the 5-yard line before he gets dragged down.
Huge run there from Nazir Lucas. Going to check out a replay here.
Just kind of flipped the ball in the other direction. Definitely caught those guys off guard. Takes advantage of that blocking he had in front and just found the crease and got into it and turned on the Jets.
Broke a tackle right at the end. That's going to put Kelso on the 4-yard line.
Strong run. First down and goal for the Kelso Highlanders. They have all the momentum going in right now. They're bringing the big fullback in, big lineman. Jay Eubanks now lines up. We'll see. They try to get a touchdown in behind him, and it looks like they're going to. He is going to get tripped up and go down right at the 1. Second and goal from the 1-yard line.
And that was a 57-yard run there from Nazir Lucas to put them on the 4-yard line.
Some help with some real good downfield blocking by the receivers there for Kelso. Helps them out a lot. Noah now is lined up at fullback. They're going to get a big push from the quarterback, and he will get it in. And Kelso, on their first possession of this first quarter, they tie the game up 6-6.
And you called it, too, at the beginning of that drive. A lot of running plays.
Yeah.
Yeah, so far 7 rushes for Kelso. Not a single pass.
Not at all.
Does result in a touchdown, tying the score. We're going to see if they can, if Tate Mead can give them the lead here.
Bede lines up for the kick. Quarterback's also their holder. Keep that in mind, and that is going to be good. And Kelso will take the lead now by 1. So already that special teams effort there by Kelso is paid off.
That's what we talked about, is that you don't want to have a lead by 6. That's a dangerous score. Well, I guess you always want the lead, right? But that's
but 6, right.
Then
they get themselves in the position that they find themselves in now. Kelso on top by 1. 4:55 left to play, and we've got 2 scores already each. Teams scored on their first possession. We'll see that kind of plays itself out of the defenses on these teams kind of settle in and kind of figure out how to make some stops.
We've got Kamau and Martin back there to receive the kick. Keep in mind, Kelso did try that onside kick, so we'll keep an eye on that. Doing that at the beginning of the game is bold. Doing it twice in a row might be a little...
that might be a little extra. We'll see if they go ahead and kick this one away. Dylan Hoover right there in the middle, definitely paying attention since he was the one who got it kicked to him in the beginning.
Beautiful Thursday afternoon here.
Yeah, it sure is. Sure is. Looking out over there, the flag, no wind down on the field, always a good thing. Kelso's running the ball anyway, so I guess the wind wouldn't have made a difference, but Mountain View likes to throw the ball around the yard every now and again, so good conditions for everybody right now. They're going to kick this one away. Collected right there at the 5. Contact made as he crosses the 20. He's going to go down, looks like at about the 23-yard line. Mitch Johnson will bring the team out. First down and 10 from just outside the 23-yard line.
Mountain View didn't have much trouble moving the ball here on their first drive.
No, they didn't. Not at all. They kind of moved the ball down the field at will.
Yeah, 5 plays from around the midfield point on their first drive resulted in a score.
Okay, they're starting to show up first in this possession. Empty backfield. They do like to run out of this. They'll quarterback keep on this one, but it looks like he's going to drop back. Has somebody coming across the middle. Makes the catch right there at the 35-yard line.
I don't know if Jacob Martin was his intended target. It does work out.
Yeah, it does. He had a lot of people doing crossing routes across the middle. It is going to be enough to move the chains. First down.
12-yard pass there puts Mountain View on the 35. Here's a good replay.
Kind of throws that across his body. Very dangerous. It looks like you're right. Looks like he might have been trying to catch. I think that might have been the tight end.
Heads up play there from Jacob Martin though.
Sure was. Looks like we have an issue with equipment. Last couple of times they've been sending kids out of the game if their knees are still showing, so maybe that might have been the case. Kind of pump fakes that. It's going to scramble, and he's going to go ahead and keep that. He's going to lose yardage, though. He's going to lose about 5 on that, and it'll bring up second down and 15.
Back-to-back good showings, though, from the Kelso defense, something we didn't get a ton of glimpses from in the first Mountain View offensive drive.
Yeah. This time, Porter Drake lines up in the backfield. Drops back. It's going to take a hit. This ball's going to get picked right there in the middle of the field.
Beautiful pick there. That was, it looks like Reese Collins right there.
Credit on that play is going to go to Dominic Kemp, who forced him to let go of that ball a lot sooner than he wanted to. So you see him get up in the field, and he gets right in his face. Johnson forced to let go of that ball to not get a sack, and it's going to be Mountain View's first turnover of the night. Kelso's going to take the ball over just inside the 40 on the Mountain View side.
And it looked like Mountain View did have a runner right, making the slant run right there, but just unable to sneak it by him.
Sure was.
Collins.
Kelso comes on the field now. 3 receivers set on the far side of the field. Pistol formation. So for the first time tonight, lined up in a formation that makes you think about a pass. We'll see if they still continue to run out of this. Quarterback keeper, nice one as his options kind of pulls that back out. Ball gets loose from him, but already considered down. It gets back to the line of scrimmage, so great job for the outside backers there for Mountain View to contain that play.
Yeah, great tackle from Bolds on the end of that play there.
Now we're going to have the trip receivers down here at the bottom of the screen to the wide side of the field. Going to hand this one off. Nice little move up front. That quick jab step. Going to get him down inside the 25, down to about the 27-yard line. That will move the chains. Nice job there by the running back, Noah.
Kelso's going to keep on doing what Kelso does. They're going to run it right down the middle.
Yeah, they sure are. You saw that nice little replay. I mean, nice jab step when the ball was right put in his hand. Created the lanes for that. Pistol formation once again. Running back Zeke will take it again. Tries to spin out of it. Make it down to, it looks like about the 26-yard line. Going to bring up second down. We got the replay here. Kind of reads the end. That didn't really on that play. I think that just might have been the design to go ahead and give him a not necessary an option read.
Again, textbook tackling there from the Thunder defense.
And the quarterback rolls out, tries to dump it off, makes the catch right there inside the 20.
First pass of the day for the Highlanders does find Bannock Allen for a gain of about 5. It's near the first down mark.
Yeah, Allen just kind of went up the field, kind of settled in a little soft spot, and quarterback's able to find him.
Two-minute warning in the first quarter. Kelso leads 7-6 over Mountain View.
Another strong side power formation to the far side. Running back gets in behind the fullback. Make it to level 2 before he goes down. Ball right there on the 17-yard line. First down and 10. This time they bring in a new fullback, number 42, Clevin. Steps in behind the nice block from Clevin, and he is going to get down to just outside the 10-yard line. That's still a 7-yard run. Looks like we're going to give him, 7, second down and 3. They need to get to the 7-yard line here to get another first down.
Already 101 rushing yards for Kelso here in the first quarter.
Slot receivers to the far side. They're going to fake this and roll out, play action, catch it, and they are going to say that he made the catch, but is going to be right there on the 1-inch line. Nice job there by Trey Hoover, I'm sorry, not Trevor. Number 20.
Got a replay of this beautiful catch here, right on the sideline. And that's going to put
Real
Kelso.
Good defense there by Chin still, but Hoover able to bring that one in on the 1-inch line. 29 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Kelso looking to take a bigger lead here. Handoff, and he is going to go in untouched. And there, Kelso is going to push their score out even further. 13 now on the scoreboard as we get near the end of the the first quarter here of play.
And that was Connor Noah punching it in from the 1.
And we're going to get a quick replay of this. You're just going to notice the push of the offensive line. They've got everybody already into the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he was not going to be stopped on that one. Meade here set up for the kick.
It almost looked like Noah was expecting a little more contact there.
Yeah, it did look like that, didn't it? All right, well, with that kick now, that is going to push the score 14-6. Kelso over Mountain View. 26 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Once again, reminding everybody here that we are here at McKenzie Stadium down in Vancouver, Washington. This is Rodney Lawrence, and I'm here with Kyle Bleeke joining me tonight. I'm hoping I don't mess up his name for the remainder of the night. Also want to remind everybody that if you're in the local area, you can listen to us, or watch us, I should say, on Channel 28 or the HD version on Channel 328. Also, if you've got some friends, family outside of the immediate area, make sure you go to the Evergreen School District page, YouTube's channel, and you can check us out from there. So make sure everybody, friends and families who cares about the people on the field tonight, that they come check us out. We'd appreciate it. So it looks like that what Mountain View is going to have to definitely pay attention to is just how to kind of move through this running game. They came out with a different formation a couple times, still ran the ball. One play they threw it once, just flat out threw it, did a nice little play action. Everything seems to be successful right now. They're going to have to find a stopping point here to kind of slow down what this offense has been able to do up to this point.
Yeah, Kelso in a real good rhythm right now, just resorting to the runs. He's going to put.
And that ball is going to roll out of bounds. Mishandled terribly there by one of the backs.
It's going to put Mountain View back at the 1-yard line, it looks like. Kelso offensively resorting to the run, sprinkling in a passer here and there, keeping the Mountain View Thunder on their toes throughout the first quarter.
Yeah, they sure are. And definitely another unfortunate special teams problem there. Now that they're going to start deep in their own end zone. They're going to do with an empty backfield, kind of quick pass out to the outside, and that ball's going to get dropped. So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 1-yard line. 99 yards to go. We'll put some points on the board here. We're down to the last 20 seconds of the first quarter. Gonna line it up again here. Drops back a quick one. The catch is going to be made this time. Going to give them a little breathing room as they get that ball out to the 5-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. So that play does wind out the end of the first quarter. We have got a ball game here. Kelso on top, 14-6. Special teams being the conversation here for Mountain View as to why they found themselves in the position that they're in right now, and a turnover.
Sure. Yeah, Kelso playing mistake-free football. Mountain View had a few fumbles here and there. Not literally, just, I guess, foibles.
Yeah. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and show you the highlights here of the first half. Something that we're glad we're able to show you, and this is a nice little just reverse play here.
Yeah, this is going to put Kelso 57-yard run down to about the 1 yard line. Punch it in here on the next play.
Just a nice hard run there, that definitely taking advantage of the blocking he had out there on the field. There's the last push. Quarterback came in a little high on that one, caught that one under the chin. Another one.
Here's the interception.
And the credit for that interception has definitely got to go to the lineman there. He was the one who forced the quarterback to let that ball go earlier than he wanted to, and then the second touchdown over there after the turnover is why we see the score as we see it, 14-6.
Both sides of the ball, Kelso winning in the trenches right now.
Yeah, they sure are. Quarterback drops back, gets that ball downfield, is able to make the catch. And that does, that was enough to move the chain, so Mountain View able to get out of the shadow of the goal post there as they get the ball out just outside the 10-yard line with another first down and 10. Mitch and Porter both in the backfield. J.J. Johnson now lined up as the wing. Jacob Martin, the outside guy. Going to hand that off. Porter's going to grab that, try to get him behind the blocking. Kelso's going to do a good job stringing that out.
And again, that's just Kelso's D-line right there, just overpowering.
Yeah, sure was.
Going to be a loss of 2, second down coming up.
Formation adjustment. Kyle Chin now lines up as the fullback. Release downfield. And there's going to be a nice little screen. Nice block out front as Porter gets underneath that and gets down to the 25-yard line. Nice run there by the running back. Lost his head, so he's going to have to get off the field for at least one play.
And again, just no time back there for Mitch Johnson to throw.
No, they were in his face right away on that one.
Did a good job of being patient and finding the right guy. Here's a replay.
It's like they had that set up on purpose a little bit there. That was a screen. Like, nice block out there by the tackle number 54 from Mountain View. That allows some room to open up there. Aiden Denba, or Denbo it looks like. The offensive lineman that laid the block to move the chains. First down and 10. Drops back this time. Looks like maybe might have been a miscommunication. We do have a penalty flag right there on the 35-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like pretty early Jacob Martin was looking for a flag. See if that goes against Kelso.
Mike, I've just got the information. We'll see what the call is. Looks like it might be against Kelso, the direction he's pointing. That is going to be a holding call. Against Kelso, 10 yards marched off. That'll be an automatic first down. That'll move the chains again. So we got two there. double barrel, so that's going to move it nicely. And it looks like that will move him all the way down into Kelso territory. So Kelso really paying for this. Well, just outside their territory as they put the ball on the Mountain View side of the 50-yard line.
Net gain of 25 yards there.
Big penalty. First down and 10 from midfield.
And like you said, too, Rodney, 99 yards to go. They're
trying to do
49 yards in. They're getting there.
They sure are. Johnson drops back. J.J. Thompson makes the catch right there in the middle of the field.
This is what Mountain View needed, too. Just get a little momentum, simplicity, and see what if they can carve out some notches here. And
here's the replay here. There's Johnson, number 7, who comes out of Thompson. I'm sorry, comes out of the wing. That was a pretty quick replay, but worked out for us. 2nd and 4 to go.
Oh, good option here.
Good sides to keep that. Get him behind that block. Nice job as he gets down to the 15-yard line before he's run out of bounds. Aiden Dimbo once again out there out front. Getting down the field, making nice blocks to help this. Great read there by the quarterback as he pulls that just in time.
Nearly a 30-yard gain there, too. We're going to give him 29 on the ground.
Porter and Johnson both in the backfield. Slot receivers to the far side. Thompson here at the bottom of the screen in the wing. Johnson drops back, gets it across the middle, out to try to make the catch. They are going to get the flag. It did look like it was close. It was close, but he did put his hands on him right as he was coming across. But nice defensive try there by the corner for Kelso.
Going to get a replay here at this call.
Hoover just right there. I tell you what, that was close.
Yeah, it comes back to
close.
Is that ball catchable too?
Yeah,
and
that's kind of how you teach those corners to handle that. Hand maybe touched on his back a little too soon, but real close. Good call by the officials. That will move the ball down inside the 10-yard line. Bring up 2nd down and short. Running back not able to go anywhere on that one. Jay Eubanks loses his helmet, so he'll have to go out for a play. He's replaced by Brody Mackin, number 76. Johnson takes the snap. He's going to take the ball himself, puts down his helmet, and he is going to plow down inside the 5-yard line to about the 2. That's going to get him a fresh set of downs. 1st and goal from the 2-yard line.
And after that interception last drive for Mountain View, Mitch Johnson's really turned it on here this drive.
He sure has. He sure has. Thompson, Johnson, and Porter, all 3. Porter Drake, the running back in the backfield, looks to get that ball out. Almost a penalty flag there. Got to be careful. Johnson a little slow to get up there, but he threw it right at his lineman. Juan Stanton is the one threw it right at him. Juan knew well enough not to catch that. Just let that one hit the ground. That'll bring up 2nd down. Good push there by Kelso defensive line to create that problem. It's the 2nd time they've hurried him in this game, and Something almost bad happened this time, too. Going to hand that off on the wing. That's going to be J.J. Thompson.
He's going to walk it in.
Untouched. So nice little end-around play by the wing. J.J. Thompson brings that in for a 2-yard touchdown run.
Fun fact of the day, 100% of J.J. Thompson's runs have ended in a score today.
Yeah. Here's the replay. Just nice misdirection.
Rodney, do you go for 2 here if you're Mountain View?
I would. We'll see what they're going to. And it looks like that I don't see Owen Purvis on the field, so it does look like they agree with us. This time they do bring in an extra running back. Looks like they still are going to try to throw it. And that ball's going to be picked off right there in the end zone. Bowles was open, number 6. He had kind of leaked out there out of the backfield and was standing in the end zone open. Johnson not able to see him, threw it over his head to the pick.
It's going to remain 14-12. Mountain View trails by 2 with 8:09 left here in the first half.
So they did the 99 yards that we talked about.
They did. Excellent call.
Yeah, they sure did. So we'll have to see what Kelso can do. You know, right now it's set up now to be a pretty high-scoring game if they're going to score on every single one of their possessions.
Sure.
You know, we'll see what defense is going to wake up first here and create a 3-and-out. Owen Purvis waiting for the ball to kick this one away. Both Kelso guys sitting right there inside the 10-yard line. Got a kick. It's going to back him up inside the 5, but he's going to go ahead and take this.
That's the second inside the 5 here, too. That's,
yeah, it sure is. Nice field position by Kelso. Gets it out to the 29-yard line. First down and 10. This time Kelso comes up 2 backs in the backfield. Slot receivers down here at the bottom of the screen. Quarterback keeper on this one. He's going to get down across the 30, down to about the 34-yard line. Looks like he made a little something out of nothing there. It kind of looked like he had planned on giving it to one of the running backs, and both of them went the wrong way, or at least one of them. Here's the replay. Yeah, he decides he is going to go ahead and hold on to that. We got our first timeout of the first half here.
Maybe Kelso didn't like what they saw there, or a little confusion. I guess after that first play, maybe they're trying to tighten things up here.
Everybody's going to be on the same page here. Quarterback did a good job of improvising and got some good yardage out of that, but just want to make sure this next play, second down and 5 to go. 2nd and 5 opens up the playbook real wide for most offensive coordinators here, so they definitely want to be able to take advantage of something like this.
The run's been working for Kelso. You have to assume they're going to stick with that. It's just how, where they're going to take it up here.
Second and 5 does also give, a team, even though it is Kelso, an opportunity to play action and throw the ball, too.
Absolutely.
So
they've sprinkled in a few. It could catch Mountain View off guard here.
They've done it at least once already, so we'll see what's going on here. Going to stick to what they do. Put his foot in the ground and got upfield real nice. Going to get down to the 40-yard line, and that will move the chains. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line.
Five different rushers for Kelso have combined for about 120 yards on the ground so far.
Yeah, Kelso offensive line deserving a lot of the credit on that initial push up front. We're going to hand this one off again.
Goes down early there.
Tries to spin out of it. We'll get him across the 40-yard line down to, looks like the 43. 2nd and 7.
Kelso did have that 157-yard run. If you take that out of the equation, Mountain View is actually holding up fairly well here.
Yeah, it was just that one big play.
It was. Kelso just playing mistake-free football, and that's going to take it.
Power lineup to the far side. I'm going to hand this off. Nice spin move as he gets away from initial contact and makes it down to the 45-yard line. As he takes that initial contact, spins out of it. Nice quick feet there. We had to get him out of that and get the 2 yards out of it. They're halfway there to moving the chains. 3rd down.
Big play here.
We got twin receivers now on either side. Quarterback's going to roll out looking for a receiver downfield. Makes it the attempt. Big receiver not able to bring that one in.
Looks like the punt crew is coming on for the first punt of the evening. Great stop there from Mountain View. Again, that's exactly what they need. They got on the board last drive, looking to take drives away from Kelso here.
Sure were. Lucas was the intended receiver on that, not able to bring that one in. Ball is going to get punted away. It's going to go straight up in the air. It's going to be fair caught there. Oh, good thing they weren't in his face right there on that one, as he's not able to collect that one all the way. Lucky bounce, he's able to be on top of it. Mountain View is going to take the ball over.
We saw Mountain View go 99 yards last drive. 77 should be no problem for him.
No, not at all. Big receivers on the far side. Quarterback keeper gets in inside the block. Great job. He's, outsteps a couple of those tackles, gets down across the 35-yard line, and he's going to move the chains. See some good blocking there up front. Just kind of allows him to find space and get into it. 1st and 10. Handoff now to the big running back. Nice run. Kept his shoulders low to the ground. Not touched into the second level, but he'll get across the 40 down to the 42-yard line.
Now, do you think Mountain View saw something after the first couple drives? Because the last couple drives from Mountain View, they figured something out.
Yeah, they have. They're getting inside. They're picking. I mean, that offensive line battle between the two teams now seems to have switched in momentum. Going to hand this one off again. This time he doesn't hand it off. Good job for him to keep it, though, because it looks like number 58 for Kelso. It definitely squeezed the play. Yeah, and that was Eubanks. He did his job well on that. He kind of squeezed it down, not giving Johnson a real good option. He decided to go ahead and pull that, and Eubanks was still there to help make the tackle. Another screen play. There's a whole lot of room upfield for the running back. We got a penalty flag on the field, though. That's probably going to be a holding.
Yeah,
it's going to bring this one back.
Looked like that may go against Mountain View here, but again, great heads-up play, getting the ball out of his hands from Johnson.
Both of these teams doing a whole lot of running. This game will move pretty quick. We're already down to 3:16 before we got a halftime here. It is a holding call, so that will bring that play all the way back. So after the penalties walked off, that's going to bring up 3rd down and 8. They need to get just across the 45-yard line to move the chains. And we're going to get a timeout here for Mountain View, as Coach Matheson wants to discuss this. Big play, big time for these guys to make sure that they are not going to make mistakes. 2:50 left. They are down still by 2 points. And they are going to give the ball back to Kelso when they come back out of the overtime, the halftime. So
this is one of those situations, how do we put points on the board with remaining little as clock as possible?
Yeah, exactly.
It'll be interesting to see how Coach Matheson walks this line here, because this is
it sure is
a difficult position to be in.
3rd and long, 2:50 left to play in the quarter. And they are still sitting deep enough in your own territory where it make you really think about making this a 4-down situation. So this is setting itself up to be the play of the first half here.
Absolutely. A couple timeouts still for Mountain View if things do go awry.
Johnson now drops back. He hits another screen. That's going to get picked up by Porter. Porter does another good job. He is going to get down to midfield. I do not see any penalty flags.
That's a big play.
So another screen here. And Porter Drake definitely taking advantage of the openness out there. Picks up a couple of blocks from his big men downfield.
9-yard play there. That's going to give Mountain View the first down on the 46. And
we got penalty flags here on the field. can't see. It's still kind of bright outside. And it's going to be a penalty against Kelso. Well, they're going to wave the flag, and Kelso is going to take a timeout. So Kelso has one timeout left, and Mountain View has two.
All of a sudden, where it's amazing how much of a difference one play makes. Where Mountain View was in a difficult position a play ago.
Yeah.
Now they have all the power.
Yeah.
First and 10. And
they're going in with all the momentum. 2:40 left to play. That's plenty of time.
Absolutely.
To put some points on the scoreboard.
Facing third down in a situation like this, it's kind of tough. First down now. How do we milk the clock a little bit?
Yeah.
How do we take time away from Kelso? Especially with one timeout left for Kelso, too. The little slant routes have been working for Mountain View. Keep somebody in bounds on those.
Yeah, and just allow the clock to just kind of run.
Sure.
Halftime adjustment is going to be key. What's been successful for Mountain View, which is what I should say is what's created big plays for them, have been their screens. And that's something that they're going to definitely have to talk about with that front four to recognize when they let you come in that freely, you need to stop. There's a reason nobody touched you.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Some of these screens, too, there's nobody within 10 yards of them, and that's automatic first down every time.
Yeah, and they're definitely take advantage of, of that heavy rush that Kelso is trying to put on them, They're leaning in to trying to get upfield. And they bring it out. Tried to create a little leverage there, not able to do it.
I like it, though. I like it. You have time, give it a shot.
Yeah. Intended receiver, Kyle Chen. That will stop the clock at 2:37 left to play in the first half. Second down and 10. Johnson drops back, has it coming across the middle. He makes the catch. Good job there. That's going to be Martin. Coming across the middle. Right there at the 44-yard line, and that will move the chains. Martin just kind of comes across the middle, makes a good catch right there in front of the defender. Connor Noah there to bring him down, but only after the chains have been moved. Like we're going to have a penalty on Mountain View, a little anxious to get that ball off. But you can kind of tell that they were sending two receivers vertical. One up the numbers and one up the hash. So they did have, Coach Matheson had a plan. He was going to try to go big and hit it big on this one. That'll back him up 5. First down. Bunch set down here at the bottom. Looking for somebody down the end. He's going to try to do a back shoulder throw. Bounces that in front of him. Intended receiver there was J.J. Thompson. That incomplete pass will stop the clocks.
Under 2 minutes here in the first half. Mountain View does trail Kelso by 2 near midfield. Getting on the board would be monumental.
Yeah, it sure would be. Second down. They need to get across the 35-yard line for the first down. Quarterback decides to keep this one. Good job to do that. Spins out of contact and just drags the defender down to, it looks like, the 36-yard line. It'll be third down and short here. He does look and see that that was his best bet to hold on to that. Now, I tell you what, their quarterback, he gets just as much yards as any of the running backs on this team.
Sure, he does. He does. He's up to over 50 now. Second place is about 21. And the decision making as well is
knowing when to pull it is smart and key. And
absolutely.
That, and he has been on the right side more often than not in this first half when he decides to take that one and run. Mountain View will take another time out there. This is going to leave both teams with one left.
Facing 2nd and 15 too, and a big 13-yard run. Yeah. That's big. That's big.
Sure is. Sure is.
77 seconds left here in the first half. Mountain View down by 2. Nearing field goal territory?
I haven't really seen them kick anything long. I'm not quite sure what kind of leg their kicker has. I would think at this point they are still out of range.
Sure.
They come out here with their traditional setup there. Porter Drake lines up running back off to the far side of him. The man in motion. They're going to hand this one off. This time there's going to be nowhere for him to go, as he is wrapped up right away by Kelso. Kelso looks like that was one of their linebackers, Ethan Mitchell.
Yeah, it looked like Kelso knew exactly what was coming there too.
Yeah, they sure did. They sure did. That tackle will continue to clock the roll.
And 4th down now. Loss of 4.
Great defensive job there for Kelso. Definitely put Mountain View in a tough situation here. They're going to go ahead and go for it, because why not, as the clock continues to run. And they're going to take their last time out and try to figure this out. They got to make this one. 38 seconds left. Can't really see them being content with just kind of letting the clock run out and go in and, get on the chalkboard for the second half here. We'll see if they try to play some football here in this last 38 seconds. League play for both teams in the 3A division, so this game definitely does mean something for both teams.
Yeah, this would tie them up in the standings.
Johnson drops back. He's got a man open. Great defensive stance there by the DB. He's able to knock that one out of there before he's able to bring that one in, and they are going to turn the ball over on downs with 33 seconds left to play. Let's go ahead and check out that instant replay. And he's right there, right when
just
he needed to be.
Got a finger on it. That's perfect.
So Kelso now on their own 40-yard line, have 33 seconds left and one timeout. We'll see if 33 was too much time to be left on the clock for these guys.
Yeah, it looks like they will not be content to just take a knee into the half too. They're gonna try to extend their lead here.
A running play, and he finds some opening in the middle. His own blockers kind of got in the way and kind of cheated him on some extra yards there. Or he might have got more than that. That run is going to run the clock. Nice option give
Oh, yeah.
Runs into his fullback trying to make that outside cut. Xavier Frazier, 55, there to make the stop right there at midfield. Try to scramble as time runs out in the half, and he is just going to run that out of bounds and let that be what it was all about in the first half. So we take the clock down to double zeros here in the second half. Kelso's on top, 14-12 here at McKenzie Stadium. League play, you guys, is always going to be exciting. One of these teams is going to be in second, the other one's going to be in third. Rodney Lawrence, Kyle Bouquet. Yep. There we go.
We'll get it. We've got 3 or 4 more hours
here in the second half. Have a good one.
It truly is amazing that our community felt the need to make sure that the education that's happening at Mountain View, that the building matched the education. And that's what we're seeing here. So we'll have high standards here, and we'll make sure that we're making our community proud. As you explore the new school and all it has to offer, realize that a school is more than just some classrooms. It's a place where students will strive every day to become the best versions of themselves. Astronomer Carl Sagan once said, "Somewhere, something incredible is waiting to be known." It is my sincere hope that the generations of students who pass through these halls will learn something new and incredible every day.
At the old school, we had the right culture. We had the best teachers and staff to lead the students. And now with the new building, all the right pieces are due to come together and providing us with the best possible high school experience. The sky is truly the limit with this new school.
First, I know this school has always been great, but I know with this new building, it has the potential to be even greater. With new equipment, better sport facilities, and a better environment for teachers to teach in, this allows for our students to get a great high school experience.
Thanks, as everyone has said, thanks to the voters. In 2018, everyone came together and decided that Evergreen needed better. We needed better facilities for the future of our students and for the future of education. And with that, in 2018, the voters approved our Envision Evergreen bond, which was the largest bond in the state of Washington's history. That speaks volumes.
What a great day. A brand new building, 277,000 square feet of amazing. What do you think? What do you think? How about that? I told you how much work it is for principals to coordinate the staff, but each one of the staff members has had to spend countless hours putting together the front office, putting together the classrooms, and I just want to thank you for that and all that you're doing and have done to make this a beautiful learning space for our students. And I have had the pleasure as a principal and as a superintendent, this is the third brand new high school that I've had the chance to open up, and I will tell you that the expectations will rise. Everybody's belief in themselves, everybody's belief that what is possible, and let's lean into that and do the best that we can for our students to make sure our expectations are where they need to, and that our students learn at the highest levels.
Do it. 10, 9,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thank you for being here. Go Thunder!
Hello, I'm Matt Griffin from EPS Sports, and every week this fall, we'll be bringing you live high school sports coverage from around Clark County. EPS Sports, VPS Game Time, and Battleground TV Sports will be broadcasting live football, soccer, and volleyball. Every Friday, it's live high school football. During the week, it's live soccer and volleyball. And all the games are produced and broadcast by video production students from Evergreen, Vancouver, and Battleground Public Schools. Keep an eye on the channels of TV, etc. Comcast channels 27, 28, 29, and 328 for games every week.
Evergreen Public Schools reside on the traditional lands of the Chinookan peoples and the Cowlitz tribe. Weiss Middle School resides on Cowlitz Indian Tribe Aboriginal land. They have lived on and cared for this land and its waterways since time immemorial. We thank them for their stewardship and make this acknowledgement to open a space of recognition, inclusion, and respect for all Indigenous students, families, and staff in our community.
This is objectively, I would say, the most beautiful middle school facility I've ever seen, and it's a privilege to be here to welcome our students and families tonight. They have excitedly anticipated today, and it will be so moving to see students in the state-of-the-art learning environments, the spaces that were designed for support, safety, access, and dignity, and in the cutting-edge elective environments.
So much change has happened this year on the inside of the school and on the outside. I mean, think of it. Last year, we were co-living with change 5 out of 7 days of the week for 7 hours each day. The change of the walls being built, the change of the dirt being dug up, and the change of the sidewalk being put in, all drastic changes on the outside of the school. But also on the inside of the school, we had the mascot change from being the Weiss Warriors to the now Weiss Wolverines. This year, I'm not only looking forward to the new orchestra and theater buildings, which by the way are going to be sick. I'm also looking forward to experiencing the change in the new school as an 8th grader before I go off to Mountain View High School.
We're very proud that we are a dual language school, and ABLE is part of our dual language program, and so as such we will be speaking today in both Spanish and English. So welcome, ABLE.
I am most excited about activities, the gym, and how our new jerseys will sport our new mascot, Go Wolverines. Estoy muy entusiasmado con las actividades, el gimnasio y cómo nuestras nuevas camisetas y uniformes deportivos lucirán con nuestra nueva mascota. Vamos glotones.
Thank you to all of our voters in Evergreen's community, to everyone that supported the efforts, and for everyone that put in the time, the talent, the sweat, and I'm sure some tears in building this amazing building behind us.
And most importantly, this is a phenomenal facility for our students. We underestimate how important a good physical learning space is for our students and the difference it'll make. I see teachers nodding their heads. You're going to notice when students come in, they're going to feel differently. They're going to feel more valued. You're going to feel more valued. Everything in the school is just going to raise up, and it's just going to be excited. You have phenomenal administration here, great teachers, so I can't wait to see what this school does. Now, I think what we've all come here, let's cut some ribbon. How about that?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, hey, we want to welcome everybody back to the McKenzie Stadium game. We've got Kelso, Mountain View going together. League game tonight, so big ramifications on who wins and who loses this game. We're fighting for first and second and third place as it is right now. Evergreen seems to be holding on to that spot by themselves. Make sure you guys can hang in there with us on that second half. It will be Evergreen against Heritage tonight for our late game. And we're off.
And good kick there to start off the second half here. Coming back from the break, too, we've got Kelso up by 2, 14-12. A couple of touchdowns from both teams. Mountain View with a missed extra point and a failed 2-point conversion to tie it up. Gives them the 2-point deficit here.
Yeah, Kelso, we kind of talked about it a little bit as we went out that the yardage, run yardage that Kelso had put up in that first half, and they did a pretty good job with it.
Yeah, they're bordering around borderline 120 yards from the first half. Granted, 57 of those came on one run early that set up the first score.
Right, that was Lucas. Nice run there by their starting running back as they got their starting crew back into the game. And that is going to be Noah. Nice run to start off the third quarter. Gets that ball across the 25 down to the 27-yard line. That will bring up second down.
That was Kelso's 21st play of the game. Mountain View's up to about 38 plays. It doesn't feel that way, but Mountain View definitely on their offensive side on the field more often.
Nice little option. Pitches that off, just refusing to go down. Keeping those legs driving is Noah. Gets down across the 35-yard line.
Yeah, Noah stays up there. He gets the first down.
On this replay, you're going to see how the quarterback does a good job. Kind of pitches that out. Perfect timing. Picks up a couple of blocks from some of his wide receivers. Finds a crease. Moves the chains. First down.
9-yard run puts them on the 36. First down. Connor Noah up to 61 yards on the ground here. Averaging just over 5 yards per carry.
Pistol formation. He's going to hand this one off right up the middle. Noah's going to find some room, and he'll get to the 44-yard line before he is stopped.
And we've been missing this from Kelso for a while, too, where they last couple drives, they just couldn't get the momentum. Mountain View's defense was looking stout out there. Kelso finding some holes and making some cuts here now.
Yeah, they sure are. Kelso went using different formations. We've seen probably 3 tonight. They are using different formations, kind of spreading the defense out, creating some holes for themselves. And still continuing to run the ball, doing what they do just out of different formations. Pistol formation once again. They're going to give it again. Nice little trap play as he gets around, follows behind his pulling lineman. And he's going to take that football into Mountain View territory. First down and 10 from the 45-yard line. And on this, you'll kind of see how he wraps around the quarterback, gets out. He pulls both guard and tackle on that far side.
4 plays for Kelso, 4 runs from Noah.
Nice open field stop there by Cash Cook. I do believe that is number 4. Pistol formation once again. Straight dive play.
And if
Noah's going to lower the shoulders.
If it's working, let's keep feeding him.
Yeah.
Right back to number 3 again, his 5th carry in a row to start off the second half here.
Looks like they are going to ride him, or at least try to ride him on this series. Kelso running receivers in and out of the game the entire game. This time trip receivers up top. Offset fullback. Going to hand it off again. And a nice little run by Noah. Nice and downhill hard running for that young man as he gets down to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, so far here it's been about automatic 8 yards every play here. Here's a good replay of this last run.
There it is again, counter as he allows the guard and the tackle to get out in front of him. They pick up blocks. Trips formation once again. This time it's going to be out of a pistol formation. This time they're going to run the counter the other direction. Nice job as he steps inside the hole and gets down to the 25-yard line. Second down.
And with that run, too, Noah's up to 100 yards.
There you go. Starting to see people with their hands on their hips on the Mountain View defense. Not a good sign, especially not at the start of the second half. Kelso definitely winning the push up front. Trips receivers now down here into the boundary. Pistol formation. This is going to be a straight dive play. Noah will get just enough. Looks like we'll see if that's going to move the chains. It looks like they're going to mark the ball just shy. Oh, no, it looks like he is going to go ahead and move it. Generous spot. First down and 10 from the 21-yard line.
On this drive, Noah has doubled his ground production from the first half. He was at 52 in the first half. He's up to 104 now.
Yeah, it looks like in the chalk talk they decided they were going to keep giving it to Noah until they figure out how to stop him.
Good game plan. Let's just give it to him.
Noah lines up now on the far side of him. We've got trip receivers to that same side. Another counter. This time they will he'll get back to the line of scrimmage on that play, and that'll bring up second down.
We've seen Kelso pass twice the entire game. They completed both passes, but this is what we can expect here in the second half.
Yeah, we sure can. And they're going to run an option to the far side. He's going to hold on to it, and he is going to get wrapped up and taken down in open field there. Looks like they're running the nice open field tackle there by one of the defenders. That's going to be Bowles, but looks like he may have dinged up his shoulder on that one going in there to make that tackle. He runs off. The way he's holding it looks like it hurts a little bit. Quarterback keeps that one. He's going to get down to the 15-yard line. Third down. Another option the other way. This time he does go ahead and pitch it out to Noah. Noah makes the first one miss. Second spins out of that one. And he is going to get in there for the touchdown. I mean, just a nice job. It was Noah to the left, Noah to the right, Noah dive, Noah counter. And, nice pitch out, pulls the linebacker. And that's just bad tackling there on the Mountain View defense's part. And,
God, all that first half momentum Mountain View had too is just
that kind of squashed it on that one. Meade here trying to push it out to a 2-score game here, and he is going to be successful as Kelso's on top, 21-12. 5:32 left to play in the third quarter. Kelso's first possession in the second half, they're able to score. Kind of a mirror image there, if you will, of the first quarter when they scored on their first time with the ball in their hands as well. So we'll see how that plays itself out through the remainder of the third quarter here.
And 10 of those 11 plays were just give it to Noah, let him do his thing.
Yeah.
It works out pretty good.
It sure was. Still no real reason for Mountain View to panic. They generally figure it out and recoup real well in quarters 3 and 4. Adam and his staff do a real good job at the halftime chalk talk, if you will. And they generally come out prepared and ready to play. Looks like Kelso just pushed him around on this one. So we'll see what the offense has in store.
Even in the first half, too, you could tell the information Mountain View was able to gather. You could tell they were turning that into production on the field, where they did a good job of figuring out what Kelso's plan of attack was.
Yeah,
and
it sure did.
How to counter
sure
that.
Did. All right, so Meade's got him set up, and we got a kickoff. He's going to keep this one low, kind of squib it. Now, the only thing is if it touched.
Looks like there is a flag, so.
It must not have touched his hand, so they'll go ahead and take this ball on the 35-yard line.
With Kelso running it so much on that first drive, too, they took off half the clock
they sure
on that
did.
drive. We're down to 5:31 here in the third quarter. And you have to think, too, from Kelso, some of that halftime talk you're talking about is involved in taking away those slot passes, too.
Yeah, it sure is. We'll see here. We've got two receivers up top. J.J. Thompson down at the bottom. Quarterback keepers. He waits for his blocks to set up in front of him. He'll get tripped up right there at the 40-yard line and get 5 out of that and bring up second down. Porter Drake now going to fake it to Porter right up the middle, breaks outside the 50, and he is going to get in midfield, across midfield, I should say. Great open field tackle there by the defender, Smith, for Kelso. He rode Porter pretty good on this one, froze number 58 as he's able to get up the field.
And again, just the decision making, too, from Johnson. It's decisive and quick and results in positivity for Mountain View.
Sure is. This time Porter gets in behind his, cuts it backfield. Now he's in the open field, switches the ball hands all the way out there, and he is going to get in for the touchdown.
That's a 40-yard score there.
Yeah, that is, what is that? 45-yard touchdown run there by Porter Drake on a nice counter as he gets in behind his two pulling guard and tackle on this one. Look at this. It just gets in behind him, cuts that ball backfield, and now daylight all day long. Got to be careful moving that ball around when he's trying to run there, but touchdown. 6 points on the field, on the board there for him. 18 points now. Owen Purvis trying to make this a one-score game here. Remember in the first half that the first extra point attempt was blocked. This one is not going to be, and it's going to be successful. So Mountain View turns around and puts points back on the scoreboard after a long, arduous drive by the Kelso Highlanders. Mountain View pulls himself within a score, 21-19.
And like we were talking about, too, Kelso, about half as many plays in the first half ran as Mountain View. Kelso ran an 11-play drive. Mountain View, that was 3.
Yeah.
So maybe we are seeing the tides turn here a bit. Regardless, Mountain View, again, down by 2. .424 left in the second half. Not a pass thrown here so far in the third quarter.
Yeah. Which is not surprising with these two ball clubs. I mean, if they can control it on the ground, I know both teams would much rather do that than put the ball in the air. Owen Purvis lining it up to kick. With the kickoff as we started the second half, he put that one deep in the end zone. We'll see if he's able to do that again and pin Kelso back down inside the 30-yard line. And this is going to be another one that lands in the end zone. So two perfect kicks there by Owen Purvis as he sets up his defense to be able to have some real estate here to protect. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line.
What do you think? Does Kelso go back to Connor Noah here?
You know what? I think they do. I mean, there's no reason to stop. Pretty much in the formation once again. They bring the fullback back in the game. That looks like Clevin, number 42. An option, pitch out. Clevin picks up a block. Going to allow Noah to get, it looks like, about the 26-yard line. So 6 yards on first down, not a bad start.
Yeah, he's pretty much averaging about 6 yards a carry right now from his first half. Already 2 scores on the ground as well today.
You know, as long as they don't get in a situation where they find themselves behind the chains in any then you know, running the ball is what it's going to be. Nice little counter. Nice move right there at the line of scrimmage to get across down to the 30-yard line. That is going to move the chains, first down.
Noah coming off the field here, it looks like. Going to be tough to give him the ball on this play.
Yeah, it sure is. We'll see here if they stick with the same medicine. Tripped receivers into the boundary this time. Pistol formation. Another handoff, and he makes the first one miss. Come with a different type of runner than Noah. This one looks like he runs a little heavier.
That's Judah Calixte, his 3rd run of the game. He's had some pretty, take a look at the replay here. He's had 3 runs and 3 hard cutbacks too here.
Yeah, Calixte, I mean, it's a different type of runner. You can kind of see how he quick steps, quick feet there too.
Sure.
A little heavier than Noah too, so a bit tougher to bring down. Noah getting a breather on this one. He'll get a nice 8-yard run out of that and bring up second down. Oh, looks like we may have had a confusion there. Quarterback still is going to get something out of that and going to find a way to move the chains anyway. It's going to be first down from the 43-yard line.
May not have looked pretty, but you take that all day here.
Yeah,
First set of downs.
And it sure will. Here's the replay. You can just see that, like he was trying to run it at his dive, and that looked like it might have been a counter setup. At least that's what Calixte was trying to Thought he was going to run on this play. Trips once again. Been the formation of the third quarter here. Option. Fakes the pitch, tries to get upfield. He'll get a couple out of that as he falls across the 45. Second and 7, so it looks like he did get more than a couple.
Already under 2 minutes here in the third quarter.
Flip the trips here to the bottom. Still pistol formation. And once again, looks like there might have been an issue on the whether or not that ball should have been a dive or a counter. And here comes Noah back into the game.
And just the opposite side here now.
Yeah. So, yeah, not quite sure what was going on. So, you get 2 chances. I'm sure the staff is, Noah, are you ready? Or did you catch your breath? We need you back in the game. Two yards out of that one. We'll bring up 3rd and 6.
You got to assume they go right back to Noah. He's going to get 7 yards straight up the middle. And fooled everyone.
There we go. Good rally to the ball there for Mountain View's defense.
Tucker Amrine finds Trey Hoover outside, a loss. Looks like a loss of a couple.
Yeah, they do, and that'll bring up 4th down and the punt team. Collecti is the punter. So we'll see. This may be a series that could have hurt them, and in trying to rest Noah. Well, they came up shorter, and now they're having to punt this one away.
Sure, and
now we found ourselves in the 4th quarter. So one of the quickest third quarters I've been a part of in a while here. Kelso's on top, 21-19, as both teams kept the ball on the ground and just kind of ground out the clock there. 12 minutes. Actually felt like 12 minutes.
I was going to say it was about 12 minutes, 30 seconds. There were 2 scores in there. So.
Yeah, so, get ready here for quarter 4. Remind everybody we do have a second game tonight. The Evergreen Plainsmen going against the Heritage T-Wolves tonight. That is a non-league conference competition, as Heritage is still considered a 4A team, Evergreen a 3A team, but a rivalry still nonetheless. A bunch of kids from both those schools know each other. And, it's interesting here about in Vancouver that all the schools are not more than about 2-3 miles away from each other. So, everybody kind of knows everybody around here. So,
sure. And at one point, too, it seems like every school has been in the 4A division.
Yeah.
Against each other.
They just kind of bounce back and forth between them. Evergreen, that was a 4A school for many, many years now, has been a 3A for 3 to 4 years, I think, now. Mountain View has bounced back and forth over the years as well. That punt's going to go straight up in the air. Everybody's going to get away from it. And it's going to bounce right down the 30-yard line, so it'll get touched right there. And Mountain View will take the ball over, so they'll start quarter 4. With the ball on their own 30-yard line and down by 2, 21-19.
And Rodney, like you were saying, too, you have to question, was that the right play call, that pass on 3rd down? If you bring back Noah in that position and you don't give him the ball on 3rd down, you have to
Makes you wonder a little bit.
Could that come back to bite Kelso here? We're going to find out.
Sometimes you overthink stuff.
Sure.
All right, well, Mountain View now has the ball, an opportunity to get back on top here. They're going to have quarterback keeper on that one. Looks like he's going to get just a yard out of it. Bring up 2nd and 9.
And that was the first questionable keeper, too, there. Everything else has been spot on.
Yeah,
It does pick up a yard here.
Johnson and Drake both in the backfield. Johnson drops back. Makes that catch right there in the middle. Nice strong move there. That's going to be Kyle Chen. Makes the catch. Kyle does a good job. Just kind of leaks up the field. Makes that catch. Makes the first person miss.
Great job from the replay booth as well.
Nice yards after the catch to move the chains on that one. Johnson drops back again. Trying to find his receiver. Almost intercepted. Hits the hands of the DB and not the receiver on that play. Have to be real careful. Jacob Martin, the intended receiver. That looks like Lucas there, who was there doing the good defending. Right there in his hip pocket. He threw that just a little bit more to his inside and kind of pulled him away from the receiver and kind of threw him open. That might have been 6 more points on the scoreboard right now. Instead, it's 2nd and 10 with the clock stopped at 10 minutes 41 left to play in the game. Quarterback keeper tries to bend that one back inside.
It's to about the 45, 4-yard gain. Mitch Johnson up to 81 yards on the ground here. Leads all Thunder players.
All right, to the line of scrimmage, takes the snap, rolls out looking for somebody open. Gonna try to get down the field again. Jacob Martin, once again the intended receiver, trying to throw that one down the sidelines on him and not able to get that, and that's gonna bring up 4th down.
Mountain View taking some home run swings here. Neither have paid off yet. 4th down, it does look like they're keeping their offense out there. They're going to go for it here.
You know, if you kind of think about how long Kelso has held onto the ball when they got it, you know, this might be something. Definitely nice hard count there by the Thunder. Will not be enough to move the chains, but it'll make it 4th and 1, so a whole lot easier.
What should we be expecting here? Are we thinking another quarterback keeper?
9, yeah, that's what I would think. I don't think they're going to try to do anything special or tricky, but you know, you never know. Now that I've said it out loud and kind of put it out there, you know, there's no telling what's going to happen. But I tell you what, whatever they're going to do, Adam definitely wants to think about it. He's going to burn up his first time out of the second half. Big play for them.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't been stopped in the backfield yet this game, but, you know, you want to make sure that this is not going to be the first time it happens, right?
Sure. And if you're on the other side, too, you know, the Kelso defensive line has played pretty exceptional tonight.
Yeah, they have. They played well.
First half, they definitely didn't allow a ton of time for Mitch Johnson to pass back there. This is one of those times where if you can find the quick jump, now would be the time to do it.
And the type of passes, Mountain View hasn't thrown the ball near as much this game as they had in games past. But the passes that we've seen him throw tonight have been successful passes in games prior to this. So, you know, he is definitely not super comfortable and been able to relax and just kind of let the ball go when he's wanted to. So, you know, you have to give the Kelso defensive line a little credit for that, too, because he's just not as comfortable as he likes to be, because he generally makes those. You know, he doesn't really overthrow them that much. We're going to bring up a 4th and 1. He's going to go down underneath the center here. This is going to be more like the traditional type of offenses Matheson likes to run. We had a miscue on the snap, so not sure what happened, and because of that, Mountain View is going to turn this ball over on downs. Not quite sure what was going on there.
Not ideal. Not ideal for the Thunder here.
We'll see if you can't see what went wrong there on that snap. But it doesn't look like the quarterback was ready for it.
Yeah, it looks like they had a game plan that was just...
Looked like he may have tried to hard count him, and he ended up, you know, catching the center off guard. Right? You know, so we'll see now. You know, one of the main reasons they wanted to hold on to the ball is because this entire second half, Kelso has gotten the ball and just held on to it. You know, and with 9:38 left to play, down by 2, Kelso in their territory. This makes it pretty interesting.
And again, too, it comes back to those mistakes where Mountain View threw the interception and Kelso capitalized on that earlier. It's going to be...
There we go, Lucas. They ran this play with Lucas earlier in the first quarter. We got a late flag coming in. Lucas, nice little yardage on the play, not nearly. It was 56 yards the last time he ran it. This time he's going to get about 7 or 8, but a flag came in late, so we'll see who that's going to be on. So this is going to be against, and the way it came in, it looks like it might be a personal foul, but we'll see ultimately here what went on. But this is going to push them back into their own territory.
.932 left in the final quarter. Mountain View trails Kelso 19-21.
Break the huddle with a single backfield. Lucas fakes to Lucas, gives it to Noah up front. Nice little sidestep for Noah. Noah is going to find a lot of room to run as he gets the ball out across the 40-yard line before he is run out of bounds. Great job. Stutter step. Nice little side jump cut there by the running back. And I tell you what, he had a nice stiff arm there on the end of that run to get those extra yards.
Yeah, and 3 or 4 Mountain View Thunder players tried to take him down, and Noah too slippery out there.
Yeah, well, they missed Noah on that last series where they gave the ball up, because this young man is back to running it the way he did in the entire third quarter. As we get a second down in the yard to go. Pistol formation this time. And we got us another counter. Noah's going to get down across the 35-yard line before he is stopped.
That's going to put Noah over the 150-yard mark for the game.
Counter Noah, not a small guy either. They haven't listed as 5'11", 190. So, you know, it's a nice size running back when you get in behind some good blocking, you know, and get that momentum downhill. They're hard to stop. And he's got some pretty good feet under him too. I was super impressed by that cut jump he did that kind of got him to the outside. Quarterback drops back. Going to just put it out there for him to go get. He is able to bring that one in, but can't come down inbounds.
That's the first incompletion tonight for Kelso. Granted, that was the 4th pass of the night for them.
Smith, the intended receiver, number 5, just kind of releases up the sidelines. Chen doing a good job to kind of use the sidelines to help as his defender and just kind of rides him out of bounds. So great defensive effort there. Oh, that's not Chen. I'm sorry. That is Jacob Martin, number 5. Pistol formation once again. We'll see, and they're going to run another counter. This time Noah cuts this one back. Makes it down to, it looks like the 26-yard line. Clock continuing to run, and field clock's not on for this game here. It might be just because of the sun didn't allow you to see him anyway, but they are taking a large amount of the time needed for each snap here. And they set up in a huddle, so they are slowing this game down as much as they possibly can. Noah got just enough to move the chains. A new set of downs for the Kelso Highlanders.
Yeah, that miscommunication around midfield for Mountain View, that is looking very costly right about now.
We'll see how much it ultimately ends up costing them. It could possibly cost them this game. They're not careful. Nice counter. Down to the 19-yard line. Noah just continuing to chop away at this Mountain View defense. And while he's doing that, eating up plenty of clock here. So,
yeah, that is his 28th rush of the evening. Second place is going to be for quarterback Tucker Amrine with 8.
Got a full backing it up. Amrine's going to get a quick pitch out there.
Nearly picked off from Mountain View there.
Sure did. Great job by the running back as he steps back inside of that and just creating space for himself to go ahead and get up the field for that touchdown. That was a nice 19-yard touchdown that could have been a disaster.
Yeah, nobody in front of Mountain View there. If he was able to get that, he was gone.
Yeah, it sure was. So Amrine pitches the ball just in time. Looks like we are going to have a replay here.
Oh, my.
And this is the impressive part. Just watch. Just making people miss. Putting his foot in the ground and just knowing where and how to find space and get into it as fast as possible.
Mountain View just does not have an answer for Noah tonight.
No, they sure don't. They sure don't. The kick is up, and it is good. So with that, Mountain View Kelso pulls away 2 scores now, 28-19. 6:24 left to play in the game. And they still ate up almost 4 minutes of that clock to go about 45 yards.
Sure. And yeah, Kelso tonight just playing mistake-free football.
No turnovers on their part.
Exactly. Maybe
yeah.
one punt and a lot of time eaten off the clock.
Yeah. Now Mountain View has shown that they can score quick. Defense needs a takeaway. They need to score right now. Kelso gets the ball. Defense needs a takeaway, and then Mountain View needs to get back on the field again. Now see what'll be interesting if Mountain View takes this ball down here and scores. Do they go for 2? I think you almost have to. That's a tough one.
Yeah, I mean, that is a tough one. It's going to be a 2-score game regardless.
Yeah. That is true. I mean,
if you can put 6 on the board, that puts you down by a field goal. If you go for the 2 and you get it, you're down by 1, puts you in the same spot. You know, it's one of those things.
It's a touchdown and a field goal either way, right? And we got a kick. They're going to put this one up in the air this time. It'll get fielded right at the 15.
Oh, that's yards. That's
Going to get himself up into the hole, and he'll make it to the 30-yard line. And we got an official who went down. Not quite sure what happened, but he threw his flag. And the Academy Award goes to. It looks like a player was trying to come onto the field after the play, maybe accidentally bumped into the official, and I think that was a flop. It's a different kind of football.
Looks like they may be calling it making contact with the ref.
It looks like that's what they're going to do.
Again, just mistakes from Mountain View are really costing them.
They
Out
sure
to
are.
15.
So the only saving grace is it doesn't create a first down and 20. It just backs them up a little bit, and they still got 10 yards for another first down. So they've gone 99. They can.
They can go 85.
They can do 85. Has a man coming across the middle. Oh! And that is going to be a nice break up there by the safety.
And we saw
Thompson trying to come through across the middle.
We saw the refs make a PI call on that on a similar play last time. It looks like this is not going to go Mountain View's way here.
Yeah. I don't know. Bang, bang. Maybe, ball. He got there the same time the ball did. But that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Time definitely not on Mountain View's side at this time. Deep in their own territory here. And we got a screenplay. This time Drake gets up the field, finds the sidelines, crosses back towards the middle. Back towards the middle again. He is going to have to go all the way across field. And he is going to get ran down as right there about the 30-yard line. Lucas able to catch up to him and save the touchdown.
That was the play that was Mountain View's bread and butter in the first half. We have not seen it for
that is the first time. Yeah, big play there. Porter Drake's going to stay in the game. Big run. And they're going to get the ball out there to the outside. That is not going to go anywhere as Kelso is all over that. And here goes the, looks like we're kind of going to show the replay there. And we'll see if they can get that looped up for us a little bit later. We'll show that to you again. But the little pass out there to the sidelines, able to get about a yard out of that. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 9. Johnson drops back. There's a man coming across the middle. It's going to be Thompson. This time he is able to get his hands under that and bring that one in. Great catch across the middle of the field, and that's going to move the chains. First down and 10 as Mountain View gets into the red zone for the first time in this second half.
Mountain View's offense coming alive here just when they needed it to.
Yeah, they sure do. Just at 4.5 minutes left to play in the game. Mountain View inside the red zone and with a little bit of momentum on their side at this time. Across the middle once again, this time not able to bring it in. And we're going to get a PI call here this time. J.J. Thompson, the intended receiver.
That should put Mountain View inside the 10-yard line, right around the 8.
It should. Smith, the one gets the flag here. Well, it
May have been
the
a-
only thing is, and it could have been when they got that PI in the first half on the other end. When you wrap that hand around the back, that's the only thing I can see.
Sure. Maybe a jersey tug there.
Yeah,
Even then,
yeah.
it's tough to tell from our angle.
Going to get it again. Throw it back the other direction. And that is going to go to Chen. Chen's going to get dragged out of bounds at the 2-yard line. And that will be enough to give him a new set of downs. It'll be 1st and goal from the 2. Throws that back across the field.
Good catch there. Again, it looked like a little miscommunication.
Just a bit. Lucas right there as a defender to make him run at least one more play before they get into the end zone. And this time it's going to be kept by the quarterback. Kelso did a good job penetrating the offensive line on that one and kind of tripped up the quarterback, not letting him get into the end zone. Reese Collins there saves that touchdown, number 88. Quarterback's going to keep this one again, and this time he's going to make it into the end zone. And Mountain View gets in within a score here. 3:34 left to play in the game, and Mountain View down 28-25.
Again, just when Mountain View needs it, they are able to put some points on the board.
Quarterback got there in there on his own effort. Purvis now can make this even closer of a competition here, and he gets that one up, and it is good. So he has been successful ever since the miss in the first. So once again, we have gotten it down to a 2-point game. And now this is going to be when Mountain View's defense is going to have the show up. 3 and out.
They need an answer
3 and
here.
out. Evergreen. I just saw them walk across the field because there's our next game. But Mountain View's offense has shown that when they're on the field, they can still put together a drive and score pretty quick.
Sure.
So all the defense needs to really do is give them some time, and they'll be fine.
And 2 timeouts left. 3.5 minutes for Mountain View to find another score here. Plenty of time. Take away Connor Noah. That's got to be the game plan.
It has to be.
You know the ball's going to him. Just keep an eye on him.
We'll see how conservative the play calling gets for Kelso, because they can't just try to win the game with 3 minutes left, because then that's when you end up behind the chains and you lose. You know what I'm saying? You still got to play this game to win it.
We're looking for a ball out here.
Mm-hmm. Not quite sure where the ball boy was, but they found him, and he is able to get the ball out there.
Mountain View lining up for maybe onside kick here.
Yeah, that looks like. Looks like it might have been a little scramble for it underneath, but Kelso is going to come away with it, and it'll be their ball right there at midfield. With right at 3.5 minutes left to play, Kelso with their destiny in their own hands. Okay, I can. They did get away from him for a little bit, but he was able to regain control of that. Another counter to
There
Noah.
it is.
Good job this time, able to track him down from behind.
And there's one.
Something they haven't been able to do all game, so definitely a good thing, and that's Mekhi Parker.
Timeout Kelso is what it looks like.
Kelso calls a timeout. That's going to leave 2 timeouts for each team for the remainder of the game. Both teams are in the stadium for our second half tonight. It's Evergreen Plainsman going against the Heritage T-Wolves. That game should start promptly at 7 o'clock. So Amrine brings him up to line of scrimmage. Another counter.
Right back to Noah. He's going to find about 5.
It's a nice strong run. He blows through the initial contact. A nice chase there. I mean, you know, defensively the scheme is when you see those guys, though, whenever you see linemen running away from you sit in their pocket and follow them.
Mm-hmm.
Running back's going to be right there behind him.
Sure.
Number 55, outside defender there for Mountain View, just kind of froze as he watched. And if he would have squeezed down with him, he'd have been right there with him, and he'd have been able to make the tackle.
Big third down here.
It is.
That may have been another Kelso timeout. If it was, it should leave them 1. Mountain View still with 2, though.
All right, Enright goes in under center for the first time tonight. Power formation here. And looks like they were going to try a hard count, see if they could pull them off. Not able to do so, so they'll set themselves up for another play here. So the clock still shows 3 available. We just changed it to 2, but I'm not sure that that's even right. I think they ought to be down to 1. If I'm.
That's what I think. So
we will see here. .319 to play. It's turned into a chess match down here inside the 45-yard line here on Mountain View's side of the field.
Mountain View staying very composed on that third down. No,
they did a good job.
Kelso bringing out the same formation here.
And
right
Noah's going to take this one.
That's going to be close.
Real close. It looks like they're going to give him to the 42-yard line, which is going to bring him up a yard shy of the first down, 4th and 1. There's the 4 most important guys right here on this drive, right there in that frame.
This is going right back to Noah.
Power formation to the right side of the field out of pistol. We got a bad snap.
And a big
They're
play.
going to go down and on the bad handle on that when Kelso gives up the ball on downs. And their first mistake, really,
that's exactly
of the game. And For it to happen with 2:32, 2.5 left, that is tough. That is tough. And that just got away from him. That just got away from him. Great job of just going down with that and live to fight another day.
And that's exactly what we were talking about. Kelso, up until that moment, mistake-free.
Yeah.
And again, it comes back to bite him. 2.5 minutes left here.
Drops back.
Good
John
catch
Thompson there to make the catch. Catches it on one knee, so that'll kill the ball at that point. But that will bring up 2nd and 5. Nice drop, just a 3-step drop there for the quarterback. He's going to keep this one, finds him a crease. Looks like he's going to make it to about the 41-yard line to bring up 3rd and short.
Mountain View still 2 timeouts.
Martin
Down by
Johnson
2.
now. I'm sorry. He's going to keep this one. Nice block there by the running back as he finds some room to the outside. Sidesteps at it. He's going to get across the 30-yard line before he goes down.
Out to the 29-yard line. It looks like 13-yard gain.
There's the block picked up there by Drake. Give Johnson some room. He didn't get out of bounds, so the clock will not stop, or did not stop. Drops back, looking for a man down the field, and he is going to throw a pick. Oh, almost an interception in the end zone. That would have been a game-ending one right there.
That absolutely would have been. Not a Thunder player within 7 yards of that pass.
Not at all. Not at all.
Nearly
Great job
disastrous.
there for the receiver to turn it into a fender and make sure that ball wasn't caught. Drops back. He just kind of lets that one go. Not real sure. He throws deep into coverage. He's got 3 of his guys and 4 of the other teams. Not sure why he threw that over there. There's the screenplay. What happened on that one is the Kelso's D-line kind of picked up on it that time. They weren't rushing as hard. Didn't give him a real lane to kind of get the ball out to Porter Drake. And now we're coming to a 3rd and 10. And 61 seconds left to play in this game. 3rd down and 10 from the 30-yard line. Not quite sure what kind of leg their kicker has. Drops back. Coming across the middle. The catch is going to be made
onto it
right there in the middle of the field, and that is going to move the chains. And we are going to get a penalty flag late coming in, which generally has something to do with unsportsmanlike conduct. We'll see what they're actually going to do. Let's see here.
To hang on to that ball in this situation is huge for Mountain View.
That is going to be the situation. So they'll get brand new downs, but they're not going to be as close as they wanted to. Great catch. Great catch in the traffic. I tell you what, the unsportsmanlike conduct is what they see on Sunday afternoons, right?
Yep.
And, I'm not real sure how I feel about that, but, if that's what the rules are in prep sports, then that's what we got to go with. They do get a brand new set of downs, but it did push them further out of field goal range. So with all that said, Martin Johnson's got them ready to go. Takes the snap, drops back. Has a man coming across the middle, looks for him, and that ball is going to get picked off in the end zone for a touchback with 43 seconds left to play in the game. Kelso defense steps up again and takes the victory from the Thunder on that final play.
We're going to get a look at the replay here.
Once again, throwing in the coverage. Not nowhere really to let that ball go to.
Yeah, he was guarded pretty well. That's his second interception of the evening. This one's going to go the way of Kelso.
Yeah, this ball will come back to the 20-yard line. This is going to be the second league loss here for Mountain View within 3 points. They're going to lose tonight by 2. They lost to Evergreen by 1 on a turnover on the final plays of the game. So, this is kind of becoming
couple plays away from.
This is a nightmare for these guys right now.
Sure, a couple plays away from being first place
yeah,
easy.
Yeah, exactly. 2 plays and they're first place ball club.
Yeah, scoreboard didn't go their way, but you can tell Mountain View they're a force to be reckoned with here for the rest of the season.
No. As always, a well-coached football team. And we're going to run through the highlights here real quick as Kelso super excited about this as they move to second place behind Evergreen in the 3A. And here is the big play here in the first quarter, and that's going to be Lucas with the big 56-yard run on the end around that sets up their first score of the night. Quarterback right there, the quarterback sneak.
That allowed Kelso to take the lead here in the first half.
Mountain View right here comes across. There's the pick that kind of put Kelso on top in this game in a lead that they never relinquished for the rest of the game. Amrine, nice little pitch out to Noah. Noah runs well all night long and is able to put some points on the board here.
32 carries, 196 yards for him.
Oh, yeah, definitely a great game. And here's a nice run here by Porter Drake. Bounces that one back and cuts it against the grain. Gets out in the open field and nobody's going to catch him. Sets this one up again. Pitch, very dangerous, just enough. What's phenomenal is this run, the cutback here, and then to understand how to find space again from a dead stop to get back into speed and get into the end zone.
Well, that play right there, just game of inches.
Yeah, it sure is. It sure is. And here's the last touchdown here by Mountain View. And that's where the score leaves itself at... I tell you what, exciting game here. Very exciting football game. Like I said, this was league play. What this ultimately did is set Kelso up for second place. I do not believe they've played Evergreen yet, so that's setting itself up to be week 9. It looks like they're going to meet Evergreen. So setting itself up to be a pretty interesting week 9 out here. Kelso puts themselves in second place behind Mountain View, who not able to pull it out. Drops to third in the 3A division down here in the Greater St. Helens. Hey, I want to thank everybody for joining us. Reminder, we will be back again right around 7 o'clock. So we will see. Generally, we'll put it this way. Generally, each team is going to get about 30 minutes in between games for the right amount of warm up, so the kids we don't have to worry about injuries. So it looks like now we will be ready to get back on the air probably in about 20 to 25 minutes. So we'll see you guys then. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and step away and get ready for the second game. This is EPS Sports. I'm Rodney Lawrence. Kyle, thanks for joining in with me. He's going to stay with me for the second game. We'll see you guys for game 2 here at McKenzie Stadium. We're out.